In a move that has stunned the global K-pop community, HYBE has reportedly prohibited BTS members from attending Jin's long-awaited solo concert at Incheon Munhak Stadium. The decision, abrupt and unexplained, has ignited a firestorm of speculation, outrage, and confusion among fans and industry observers alike. Why would the agency block the presence of fellow members at such a pivotal moment in Jin's career? And why has Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, responded with what insiders are calling a decisive and defiant action? The timing of this restriction could not be more controversial. Jin, having recently completed his military service, was set to mark his return to the stage with a solo performance that many fans viewed as symbolic, a bridge between his personal growth and the next chapter of BTS. The Incheon Munhak Stadium, a venue steeped in national pride and musical history, was chosen not merely for its scale but for its emotional resonance. Yet, just days before the concert, reports surfaced that HYBE had issued internal directives barring other BTS members from attending the event in any official or visible capacity. This revelation sent shockwaves through ARMY, the global fanbase of BTS, who immediately took to social media demanding answers. The absence of the members was not only conspicuous, it was painful. For a group that has always emphasized unity, brotherhood, and mutual support, the image of Jin standing alone on such a monumental stage felt jarring. Was this a logistical decision? A strategic maneuver? Or was it something deeper? Perhaps a symptom of growing tensions within the BTS HYBE dynamic. Jungkook's reaction was swift and unambiguous. According to multiple sources close to the situation, he expressed strong disapproval of the agency's decision and took steps that many interpreted as a direct challenge to HYBE's authority. While the exact nature of his actions remains partially veiled, insiders suggest that Jungkook made personal arrangements to be present near the venue, despite the ban. Whether this was a symbolic gesture or a calculated move to signal dissent, the implications are profound. Observers are now asking, is Jungkook defending Jin, or is he protesting a broader pattern of control exerted by HYBE over BTS's autonomy? The agency's relationship with its flagship group has long been viewed as complex, marked by both collaboration and constraint. BTS's global success has elevated HYBE to unprecedented heights, but it has also placed the company under intense scrutiny. Every decision, every restriction, every absence is dissected by millions. And in this case, the optics are undeniably damaging. The silence from other members has only deepened the mystery. RM, J-Hope, Suga, V, and Jimin have not made public statements regarding the ban, leading to speculation about internal divisions or strategic restraint. Are they complying out of obligation, or are they choosing silence as a form of protest? The lack of clarity has fueled countless theories, ranging from internal disagreements to possible reconfigurations of BTS's future activities. What makes this situation even more volatile is the emotional weight carried by Jin's concert. For many fans, it was not just a performance. It was a reunion, a celebration, a moment of healing after months of separation due to military service and solo schedules. The absence of the other members turned that celebration into a spectacle of solitude. And Jungkook's response, whether viewed as rebellious or loyal, has become the focal point of a larger conversation about agency control, artist independence, and the future of BTS as a collective. Industry analysts are now watching closely. If Jungkook's actions are interpreted as a challenge to HYBE, it could signal a shift in power dynamics within the company. BTS has always been more than just a group. They are cultural icons, brand ambassadors, and emotional anchors for millions. Any sign of internal discord is not merely a private matter. It becomes a global headline. And in this case, the headline is clear. Why was Jin left alone, and why did Jungkook refuse to accept it? Theories abound. Some suggest that HYBE is attempting to recalibrate BTS's group identity in preparation for future projects, possibly aiming to emphasize individual branding over collective appearances. Others believe the agency is responding to logistical concerns, such as crowd control or media optics. But these explanations fail to address the emotional core of the issue, the perceived betrayal of unity. Jungkook's stance has resonated deeply with fans. His history of loyalty, emotional transparency, and fierce protection of his members is well documented. To see him take a stand, however subtle or symbolic, is to witness a moment of reckoning. It is not just about one concert. It is about what BTS represents. And if that representation is being reshaped by corporate decisions, fans want to know why. The situation has also reignited debates about artist agency in the K-pop industry. HYBE, despite its global success, has faced criticism for its handling of internal conflicts, especially in recent months. The decision to bar BTS members from Jin's concert is now being viewed as part of a larger pattern, one that prioritizes strategic control over emotional authenticity. And Jungkook's response may be the first visible crack in that pattern. As the dust settles, questions remain unanswered. What conversations took place behind closed doors? Did Jin request the presence of his members, only to be denied? Did Jungkook consult with others before taking action? And most importantly, what does this mean for the future of BTS? Is this a temporary rift, or the beginning of a more permanent shift in how the group operates? Fans are demanding transparency, but for now, they are left with fragments, gestures, absences, and speculation. The emotional toll is palpable. For a fandom built on connection, the image of Jin performing alone and Jungkook standing apart in quiet defiance is both heartbreaking and galvanizing. It has sparked a wave of solidarity, with fans expressing support not just for Jin, but for Jungkook's courage. The coming weeks will be critical. Will HYBE address the backlash? Will the members speak out? Will Jungkook's actions inspire others to follow? Or will the silence continue, deepening the divide between agency and artist, between strategy and sentiment? One thing is certain, this is not just a story about a concert. It is a story about loyalty, control, and the invisible lines that separate unity from isolation. It is a story that has shaken the foundations of K-pop's most iconic group. And it is a story that is far from over. AS Army continues to search for answers. The world watches. What will Jin do next? What will Jungkook risk? And what will HYBE choose, control or connection? The tension surrounding this incident continues to escalate. What began as a single decision, HYBE's restriction on member attendance, has now evolved into a broader narrative of control, resistance, and emotional fracture. Jungkook's silent protest, whether through physical presence or symbolic defiance, has become a rallying point for fans who feel the soul of BTS is being compromised. The emotional gravity of Jin's solo stage, juxtaposed with the absence of his brothers, has left a void that no performance can fill. It is not merely about music, it is about meaning. And as fans dissect every gesture, every silence, and every rumor, the question grows louder. What is HYBE protecting, and at what cost? The agency's silence only amplifies the noise. With Jungkook's stance now public, the pressure mounts. Will this spark a new era of transparency and artist autonomy, or will it deepen the divide between BTS and the machinery behind them? The world watches, breath held, as the next chapter unfolds.